Welcome to Hoaxy Gardens and Homestead. Today is a kind of a serious video. It's not like our normal videos.
Yes.
Today we want to speak about something that's going on in our country with a lot of the homesteaders. A lot of homesteaders are being pushed from their homes. I can think of one in particular was Gilderbrook Farm. Where they were living, they were one of the first people to move into that area. And they had chickens and goats and a garden and other animals. And then people started moving in around them. Somebody got upset with their animals and started complaining. And first their goats were gone, and then their chickens were gone. You know, all their animals gone. And now they ended up moving, getting more land.
Yes.
So that was good for them, but they were pushed out of their home.
Pushed out of their home, yeah.
And but right now we've got life on Beagle Road where they're trying to do the same thing. Well, actually what they're doing is saying, we don't want you to have a farm here, even though across the street there's a farm, around them there are farms, but now, and they've been there since 1956. The wife grew up there. Her daddy and relatives built that house. So, but now, all of a sudden, they're pulling out zoning laws and saying that they can't have a farm there.
They don't meet the requirements.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get an exception and then go in and change the zoning laws after they get their exception. But, you know, they've had to get a lawyer. This is going to be an expense for them. And, you know, all around the country, things like this are happening. There are areas in our country where you can't harvest rainwater.
Yeah, imagine that. You get fined for rainwater. Now, how crazy is that?
Falling out of the sky for free. You can't harvest it.
Yes.
There are areas in the country where you can't go off the grid.
Yeah. You
have to be on the grid.
Yeah. You get fined if you build a house off the grid. They come out there and they can basically shut your homestead down because of it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of other things that are going on.
Yeah.
You know, not allowing you to have animals, making it ridiculous. Like they were talking today in their video that you have to have 1 acre for 4+ chickens.
Yeah.
1 acre for 4 chickens? Ridiculous.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well, one thing is, you really need to know your zoning laws. Go to City Hall where you live, get online. You need to know your local town, your county, your state. You need to know all of them. And one thing that really helps out is your city overrides your county. But you still got to be aware of all of them in case your county has something that your city or town does not have. So you got to know all of them. And what I like about ours, because we've done research, we're trying to stay up on ours, is that in our little town, we can have livestock. You can have your horses, cows, goats, sheep, hogs, chickens, guineas, I don't know, whatever, but they've got to be maintained. They got to be in a fenced-in area. They can't be out loose, running around, being a nuisance to other people. So we're good in that sense, and as long as the laws don't change, we're good because we keep all of ours contained. And even at that, our little town's a little lenient because there's nothing to drive down the road and see a cow over here, horse over there, goats over here, pigs running around. That's just the way it is. They're real lenient, but you still have to be careful, and you still need to know your laws.
Definitely chickens out everywhere and guineas out everywhere and stuff like that, but not ours. We do keep ours contained because we don't want any problems. We don't want any issues.
Yes, and you know, we did a video some time back about clipping the wings on our guineas. And we talked mainly about the safety of our guineas, getting out and coyotes, because we got coyotes everywhere, and keeping our guineas safe. But another reason is we want to keep them in our yard, contained, and so that we don't have to worry about anything like this.
Yes, that way you don't get in trouble.
Yes, we don't want trouble.
Yeah, as my daddy would say, nip it in the bud.
Yes, stay on the down low.
Yeah. Yeah. But the whole point of this video is to take a stand in support of all the homesteaders that are out there that are having issues with their homesteads, with their zoning, or with their neighbors, or whatever it is that's going on. Because this is a matter of freedom.
Yes.
Actually, this is a matter of our freedom. And with me, it's a matter of my life.
Yes.
I do what I do in my garden and raising my animals to feed myself because of health issues that I have.
Yes.
And this is what has actually saved my life. So for me, it is a life and health issue. And it's that way with a lot of the homesteaders.
Yes.
That was why they got into the lifestyle, is because of health issues and wanting a better life for their family, for their children. And used to be, with our ancestors, not so distant a future, back in the past, that's the way it was. You could, back in the 20s, you could walk down a road, and any town, we're in a rural area and there's not a lot of people, but in a town, walk down a road and there would be chickens out. And it wouldn't be uncommon to see a goat, a milk goat, or a cow, even. For the neighborhood. And that's where the neighborhood got their milk, was from the neighborhood cow. So now we don't do that since the the invention of the grocery store.
Modern grocery store.
Which just came about in the 30s or 40s. I'm not really sure which one. But then people stopped gardening because it got very convenient to just go to the grocery store.
Yes.
And the larger the chain got, the larger the grocery store, and the more apt we were to be able to go around the world and bring in food, and go around the country and bring in food.
Major supermarkets, they're big time mega stores, they're just everywhere. And that people would rather go there than raise a garden. And we, homesteaders, we don't do that. We grow our own for health reasons, and just because we want to be independent of these.
Yes, food freedom.
Yes. And so we're taking a stand as homesteaders in support of the ones who are going through trouble. And we support the ones that are going through this. In any which way we can, we support you. And we encourage you to do the same thing. Whether you have a homestead, you just watch the videos so you can learn things, still stand strong with the homesteaders.
Yes. And if you do have a channel, and you are a homestead, if you just have a channel, take a stand with the homesteaders, make your own video, and let everybody know that you agree with food freedom. You agree with being able to chart your own way in this free country that we're supposed to live in.
Yes.
And just for everybody, be aware of your zoning laws.
Yes.
Get involved with your council. Go to the meetings.
Yes.
And just be informed. That is the best weapon that we have, is being informed.
Yes. Education is everything.
Yes.
Know your laws and stand firm with them.
Yep. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you have a great week. Hope to see you again soon.
Subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.